What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Tiny Spartan here, coming at you guys with another video. First and foremost, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you for taking your time to stop by the channel and to show some love and check out my channel. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to stop by and hit that view channel, and you're watching my channel. So I'm very grateful for that. My name is Tiny Spartan, and in my channel I talk about video games. And I talk about life situations, things that might inspire people, or maybe things that I'm going through, and I want to share them with people. But mainly, my channel, I'll talk about video games, because that's my first love. Other than family, what I'm saying, video games is my love. So, it's 2017. So, once again, Happy New Year to everybody. I say that again because we're just in the very beginning of 2017. So, if you haven't seen any of my videos, just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Now, with that said and done, in today's video is an important video. I want to talk about in this video about bullies and people that are being bullied, those that act like cheerleaders for bullies, and how do you deal with a bully, and also what happens to a bully when he's stopped. What are the consequences to them? So I first want to start by addressing people that are being bullied. And in this world, you would always find a bully, okay? And the thing is, when you're in school, whether you're in middle school, first grade, high school, or in life itself, whether you're out there working or your neighborhood, you will always find a bully, okay? And a bully is basically a person, right, that feels like somebody's weaker than them and they want to go ahead and mess with them, okay? Whether it's humiliate them, pick on them, or try to beat them up. Now, a bully, tends to be that way when, there's different situations for a bully to be the way they are. It could be that his mother and father, what I'm saying. And let me say this so I could continue the video. A bully is a he or a she, okay? Bully could happen to boys or girls, okay? But from this point forward, I will refer as bully as they or them, okay? So that way I don't have to keep on saying boy and girl. So a bully, their parents could have been jerks to them, not giving them enough love, or were very abusive, okay? And the mentality of the bully is that he's so angry with those that he loves that he feels that he needs to dash out at somebody. Now, sometimes bullies are just people that just don't really give two shits. They're just mean. They're just mean-spirited people. And they love to go out there and cause chaos for other people, especially people that think that they could beat them. One thing you're going to learn about a bully would never fuck with somebody that could whoop their ass. A bully recognizes somebody that's going to give them a challenge. And when they see somebody that's going to give them a challenge, that intimidates them. And that bully is not going to mess with that person. Okay? Instead, he's going to feed on weaker people and bully them. Bullies come in so many different shapes and forms. It could be a boy bullying a boy, or a boy bullying a girl, or a girl bullying a girl, or a girl bullying a boy. Bullies come in so many different phases. So people that get bullied, how do you deal with a bully? Okay, so I'm going to tell you how you deal with a bully, okay? First and foremost, I don't promote violence. That's the first thing I want to make sure that everybody gets clear, okay? But if you're being bullied, okay, you're going through these situations at home, at school. First things first, you tell your parents. Even if your parents are not, you got sometimes you got parents that are just too busy or they don't want to listen. Make your parents listen. But with a stern voice, without screaming at your parents, you better listen, man. I got a situation in school, okay? This so-and-so keeps on bullying me, messing with me. I need them to stop because I don't want to go to school, okay? Because I'm scared. All right. So the first person is you tell your parents. Let your parents talk to the teacher. Now, if you got parents that don't get two shits and they don't tell the teacher, or talk to the principal, then you go yourself. You talk to your teacher, let your teacher know what's going on. Okay? If your teacher ain't doing nothing about it, then you go and you go speak to your principal or your vice principal. If they don't do nothing about it, you go speak to your guidance counselor. If they don't do nothing about it, and make sure that you jot down the dates and times that you spoke with these individuals. This will come back to help you later on as I explain to you what you need to do. So, jot it down, write it down. Like, okay, I talked to Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so at 9 o'clock in the morning on January the 3rd and express what the situation was. Simple as that. Okay? And try to be a little, try to remember what the person was wearing when you spoke to them. That way, when they try to tell you that they didn't say so and so, you have it jotted down. Like, no, I spoke to you on this time right here, and this is the time I spoke to you, and I have it written down. Trust me. Learn to keep records, so when things go haywire, no one can blame you that you didn't do the proper things. Now, you tell the bully, if none of that works, and the bully continue with the same shit, right? You tell the bully. Now, mind you, a bully is a pussy. A bully will always have 2 or 3 cheerleaders with him. That's with him or her. That's a cheerleader. That's how they are. But here we go. You tell them, listen, man, chill out. I don't want no problems. That's the first time. Try to walk away. Tell them the second time, listen, I'm asking you to leave me alone. I don't want no problems. Just want to go to a class. That's the second thing, to walk away. Listen, by the third time, this bully poses a threat to you, I'm going to tell you right now what you do. You punch that bully on the nose. And I'm going to explain to you why. If you punch a bully in the mouth, right, some people could take a punch in the jaw. All right? And so it won't hurt them. Some people could take it good, especially if you don't have power in your hands as well. It won't hurt them. It's just gonna, and then the bully's gonna just come forward to you, right? Whereas if you hit them in the nose, everybody that you hit in the nose, it hurts. Everybody. Either your eyes get watered, or your eyes get watered and you start bleeding. 2 things. Now, I'm not trying to promote violence, but you who's being bullied, you need to step up and defend yourself. And I'm going to explain that to you in a minute why. But hear me out. You hit him in the nose, he'll stumble. Hit him one more time in the nose. Here's the situation. If you hit him or her, and they don't do nothing else to you, and they just stay hit, and they just start crying, don't hit them no more. Because at this present moment in time, this bully is no longer a threat to your body. You stopped them in their track. They stopped altogether. They're crying, they're bleeding, and whatever the case may be, they stop. They're not gonna bother you no more. You continue to hit them. Okay, now no longer self-defense. Now you're intending to hurt this person, and there's a difference when the cops come. So you don't continue to hit somebody. The point of it is you just want to get this person to leave you alone. Okay, that's the key. So, and you will notice how everything changes the moment you hit that person. Everybody around them, the so-called cheerleaders, the outlook is going to be different. Because here's the situation, what happens, right? When a bully likes to talk trash and bully you, they got these little cheerleaders. I call them cheerleaders because they're there to clap at everything they do and laugh at everything they do, okay? And they're the reason why the bully feels so strong, because the bully's trying to show off for these people, right? But here's the thing about the human person. We as humans, we tend to forget quick. For instance, right? Ronda Rousey, who I love, she just lost over the weekend, okay? And here's the crazy thing. everybody. I remember when everybody used to love Ronda Rousey. She was an unbeatable force. Okay. All of a sudden, this unbeatable force got beat. Now she lost some respect. Now, people, some people were like, "Oh, she'll bounce back." Other people were like, "Man, she took a bad ass whooping," right? But then she went and fought the second time, which was over the weekend, and she got beat. Now everybody is making fun of her, laughing at her, you know what I'm saying? Because she was the most fierce fighter, but now she is basically nobody, is what they're trying to say. I'm not saying that she's nobody. I'm just saying what people view her as. To me, everybody takes losses in this world. She'll get back up from it, and I believe that she will go forward. She's beautiful. She has a bright career ahead of her, and I think that she'll be just fine. But I don't want to get off topic. So, as you can see, with Ronda, everybody's, walked away from her. Same thing with a bully. With a bully, when you take that mystique of the bully being unbeatable, okay, that mystique, when that is gone, the respect for the bully is gone. People start viewing this bully as a god, as somebody they need to follow. And they see that this bully could be beat. You see what I'm saying? And actually, sometimes they see what this bully is really about. Is that the bully was all about having a big mouth, but in reality, it was a coward the moment they got hit in the face. Okay, and that's heavy because see, here's the situation with some of your kids. Okay, when I was growing up, right, there were bullies, but there was a lot of people that would check a bully quick. When I was growing up as a kid, I got into a lot of fights. Okay, and I'm talking. Listen, I come from Puerto. Oh my God, my Lord, I can't speak. I come from Puerto Rico. Okay, and I've been in America since the age of 15. I lived here before when I was younger. When I was about, I say 3 years old, and then after two years or so, I went back to my island, and I fought a lot. Okay, I fought a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? I fought a whole bunch, a lot. And the thing is, when I was younger, I used to love fighting. As I got older, I took boxing because I just used to love to fight it. I just loved the whole aspect of being in the ring or fighting with people, the conflict. I enjoyed it. Okay, and I fought a lot. So when I'm telling you things about how where to hit a person and stuff like that, I'm telling you through experience of how you stop bullying. And the thing with bullies is that they are not. They could be beat. When I was growing up, when we fought somebody, listen, that's the difference between you guys' era and my era. In my era, we used to fight with these. It wasn't no gangs. I mean, it was no chains, no knife, no guns. We didn't go down the street and shot somebody. Boom, we didn't shoot somebody. See, in this day and age, people shoot each other. And I'm going to tell you why people shoot each other. They shoot each other because they're scared of these, man. They're scared to put these up and go for broke. Look, man. When two people fight, the outcome, you're not going to die. If you take your action afterwards and go get a gun, then you're a coward. Just take the ass whooping or give the ass whooping and move on. You see what I'm saying? In life, you should only have to kill somebody if you are an immediate threat as they're going to kill you. Okay? At that point, it's a self-defense thing. Okay? But we weren't put on this earth to go kill people just to kill people, man. Because somebody said something about your mother or somebody bullied you, it's not a reason to kill them, man. At that point, you got to stand up for yourself. Because listen, if you can't stand up for yourself in middle school and high school, you're going to have a hard time taking care of yourself in the future when you're out in the real world working and stuff. Because there's a lot of bosses that sometimes they think they're tough and they're really not. And you got to learn how to deal with those situations. You're not going to go get a gun and go shoot your boss because he's an asshole. You see what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to nip that in the butt when you're younger, and a lot of kids have committed suicide, and a lot of you young kids, and sometimes young kids have gone to the extent of getting a gun and going to a school and shooting up a school. Now, Let me explain this to you. Those kids that have gone to the school and shot up the school, could have been very easy for that kid to go to the school and just shoot the bully. But in return, what did he do? He shot more than just a bully. Why did he shoot more than just a bully? He shot more than just a bully because other people were laughing at that kid, that child. Other kids were bullying themselves, because you don't only have to be bullying a person. You could go and bully somebody, but if the people around you are chastising this person, calling them names, that's part of being a bully. You're laughing at this person. So what did this person do? He got mad and went and took a gun and shot everybody, and in the process shot innocent people that were there, because he was actually trying to shoot the bully and those that were making fun of him. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So those people that you are laughing in the background and acting like a cheerleader, you have just as much to do with how that person feels as that bully does, because you're egging it on. You're making that bully more than he needs to be, okay? And you're giving that bully more confidence to try to act like he's tough and he's untouchable, or they're untouchable. So, but to you kids that are being bullied, listen, let me tell you something. Don't be scared. There's no need for you to take your life, and there's no need for you to go get a gun or a knife and kill nobody. Listen to me. I'm an older person. Your era is no different than my era. Yes, you guys have different music. Yes, you guys have different outlooks in life. You know what I'm saying? You guys are smart. You know what I'm saying? Your era is no different than what you guys see today. Is nothing different than we saw back then. Nothing different. Trust me. Nothing. That's the thing about you youth. You guys think that you guys know more than we do. You don't know more than we do. We have experienced everything that you still have not even experienced. So when you either being bullied or being a bully, all that stuff, we experienced all that. This is why I make this video. Trust me. You're stronger than you cannot imagine how strong you are. You can't imagine it. Trust me when I tell you. You can't. Listen to me. Listen. Trust me when I tell you. I tell you from the bottom of my heart. A bully could be broken down and stopped. Simple as that. It can be stopped. All of us, no matter what color we are, we all bleed the same. We all cry the same. We all feel the same pain and same happiness. It don't matter. I don't give a shit if you're tall, big, short, fat, skinny, medium size. It don't matter. Everybody could be B. So don't rob yourself of a potential beautiful future because you're scared of that obstacle. Because believe it or not, a bully is just an obstacle. Just like any other thing. Like if you go to school, trying to get good grades in your class, those are obstacles, challenges that you gotta beat to further yourself in life. A bully is the same shit. A bully is just a challenge, and sometimes schoolwork is harder than a bully. So you know, don't fear. Be strong. You are stronger than you could imagine because it's inside you. I say this because I see so much stuff on social media, and I watch the news, and I see all the things that happen with people, with people going through the things that they're going through. I see it. I see how the bullying it happens and how these kids feel, and the tragedy that comes from bullying. Because listen, when I was growing up, we didn't have people kill themselves like that. We didn't have people commit suicide. We didn't have people go to the school and shoot down the school like that. We didn't have those type of problems. We didn't have that. So to see where these young kids are going through and what they're going through and how time has taken a different turn, it's a sad situation. Because listen, when a child or a person goes to a school and shoots everybody up, middle school, high school, college, I don't care, or real life, life has been lost. Not only the people that so-called deserved it lost their lives, innocent people lost their lives, and that person that was being bullied, that was misunderstood, lost his by going to jail for life. You see what I'm saying? And when I see that, it bothers me. That's why I make these videos, because listen, Trust me, to all you young people out there, listen, you can make it through this. This is not something that you cannot stop. The only thing in life that you can't control is when you're born and when you die. But a bully, you can put him in their spot. And I'm trying to tell you, when you beat a bully, that bully will never mess with you. And here, let me give you another pointer so you guys know. The moment that you beat up that bully, okay, everybody will respect you in school or in life and not mess with you again. And they'll give you the respect that you need, that you deserve. And I guarantee you that no one will mess with you again. Because now everybody knows that you're not going to take that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to stand up for yourself. Now, to those that like to be a cheerleader to a bully, these are the people that call followers, not leaders. You need to stop making the bully stronger than he or she is. You need to stop egging it on, laughing at the person being bullied, because you're no better than the bully. And in fact, you're a bully yourself. You're chastising the person that's being bullied. You're not offering no help. You're laughing. You think it's a joke. It's not funny, man. How would you like if it was you who was being bullied and nobody did anything and nobody came to help you? And people just stood by and watched. How would you have liked if that was you? You wouldn't like that. You know? People need to treat people how they want to be treated. In life, no one's inferior to no one else. I don't care if your mom and dad got money. Guess what? Your mom and dad, unless your mom and dad was rich to begin with, your mom and dad had to work for that shit. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of parents teach their children discipline. They teach you guys to be kind to others, to be helpful. Pretty sure your parents don't teach you, oh yeah, excuse me, go beat that person up. Oh, make fun of that person. Parents didn't teach you that. And because you want to be popular, that's the problem with followers. Followers are cowards. You want to be in the in crowd because you are not man enough or woman enough to be your own person, to be a leader, to stand up for when things are not right. Instead, you want to be a coward and you want to run around being a cheerleader for these bullies, and you're just as much of a piece of shit as they are. So and then you wanna cry when that person that's being bullied came around, grabbed the bat and smacked that bully and smacked you too. Oh, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. It wasn't me. Listen, let me tell you something. It's rarely rare when you get smacked for no reason. Okay? Like, really. When you get smacked or something happens to you, it's because you caused it to happen to you. You did something that caused you to get hurt. It's as simple as that. So, don't be a loser. Don't be a follower. Stand up for your own self. Be a leader. You see something that's not right, stand up for it, man. Stand up for it. Don't be scared. Be what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to, believe in what's right. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to sit there and see somebody get bullied and think that's funny and laugh and joke. The other thing is, to those people that just like to sit around and watch people get bullied and they're not laughing, they just don't know what to do. Go get help. Go get help. If you see somebody being bullied, I say you don't want to jump in it. Let's just say you don't want to jump in it because you don't want those problems. That's understandable. That's understandable. You don't have to. Not everybody is a fighter. Most people like to, just live life and just be left alone. But if you see somebody being bullied, go get your teacher. Go get your principal. Go get your vice principal. Go get a guidance counselor. Go get somebody, man. just don't let this person get bullied. You know, I seen a video of a young man that was being bullied. Okay, and I forgot how the video went, but I know kids were doing something to him. I don't know if they tied him up, but this something to the kid, man. It was in class, and as the kid was struggling and trying to move, this young man fell, and with the death hit his. I don't know if he hit his throat or his head. It was one of the two, and the kid died, man. Okay, that video's on YouTube. People thought it was funny when it was happening, and 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 these bullies would just, trying to have fun with the kid. They weren't trying to hurt him, but they were trying to have fun. And by them having fun, that young man lost his life, man. So if he had a brother or sister, that he no longer has that, man. Mother and father devastated. Family members hurt. Because see, when we send our kids to school, man, we send our kids to school, you know, knowing in our hearts and praying that our kids are fine in school, man. You know, we send our kids to school so they could learn. We send our kids to school so they could develop to be good young men and young ladies. And we don't send our kids to be bullied, or we don't send our kids to go to school to bully anybody. So I could only imagine how devastating that was, that they got that call that something had happened to their child, man, and the child is dead, dude. You know, and I'm sorry to tell you, but no fucking story in the world is ever gonna fucking make up for that shit. You know, no sorry in the world at all. I know somebody called me from school and told me that somebody bullied my kid and he ended up dead. Somebody's getting fucked up. I'm telling you that right now. I'm fucking somebody up. There's gonna be none of that bullshit of. Ain't gonna be none of that bullshit with me of. Oh, we're sorry about your kid. We're gonna take the law. We're gonna take the matters into our own hand. We're gonna take. We're gonna put him. We're gonna take him. We're gonna charge him. Listen, I'm fucking somebody up. Okay, not killing nobody. None of that shit. But guarantee you, I'm fucking somebody up. And I don't give a shit if that's your fucking father's gonna get his ass kicked. I don't care if it's gonna be you. I'm gonna whoop your fucking ass. Something happens to my son, I'm whooping someone's ass. You know what I'm saying? In terms of if my son, ends up dying like that kid did in the video. Because, dude, that shit was uncalled for. And the problem with bullies is you gotta step up to their face and put them in their place so they understand that this ain't a game. Don't think that you just gonna bully my kid. There ain't gonna be no consequences to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But, and I'm saying this because, as I remember looking at that video, it messes me up, dude. Because as a parent, that's our biggest fear, is to have to bury one of our children. You get what I'm saying? So, to see a children's life get cut short because somebody else wanted to have fun at their expense, it's just not cool. And as parents, I don't give a fuck if you're a fighter. I don't give a shit if you're a coward. You were a coward growing up. When you're a parent, you're the mode of a parent is to protect our children. You know what I'm saying? That's just who we are. You could have been the biggest coward in school, but when you become a parent, trust me, all that coward shit goes out the window. You'll do whatever the fuck you have to do to protect your kids. That's just how it is. So when I seen that video, that affected me a lot, and that's why you see me a little bit upset right now. But that's because it was foul, and those kids were trying to have fun at the expense of another kid, and look what happened. So, for you guys that are just sitting by innocent bystanders, excuse me, and you guys don't want to get involved because you're scared. It's your responsibility to get involved. You don't have to physically try to stop the fight. I understand. You don't have to do that if you don't feel like doing that because you're scared yourself. That's okay. But do the next best thing. Go run and get on the door. Trust me. Those teachers will come out of there and they will stop that in real quick. Teachers don't put up with that shit. That's the problem. Sometimes you might look at your teachers and you think the teachers are stupid, or that or the teachers are a-holes and whatnot. Trust me when I tell you, a teacher finds out that there's a problem, teachers will jump out of the room, whatever room they're in, they'll come out and they'll separate that problem extremely quick. But let me go back real quick to people that are being bullied. So, like I said to you before, the reason why I had you jot down the moments and the times that you spoke with people was so if God forbid something happens and you and that bully get into a fight and that bully gets hurt really, really bad, you could go back and show to the proper authorities, listen, I try to deal with this the proper way. I told my parents on this day. I told my teacher on this day. I told my guidance counselor on this day. I told the vice principal and the principal on this day, this is what's going on. This day and this time I came here and spoke to them. Okay? That will back you up that you were trying to do everything in your power to diffuse the situation, but no one helped you. And even when they did try to help you, this person, this bully, did not want to stop. They wanted to continue. So when you hurt the person, this is why it happened. Okay? That'll back you up. Because in life, when you move on from school, you go through college, and in real life, when you're in the outside world, that's how you back yourself up. Because you don't want to make a mistake out of anger or out of fear and get yourself caught up in jail for the rest of your life because you went from trying to do the right thing to having to do things the wrong way by getting into a fight. And this person got hurt, and because he got hurt, now they want to give you involuntary manslaughter or manslaughter because or some type of manslaughter or whatever because you killed this person by action. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it happens. You know, in a fight, anything could go wrong, especially if a person loses their mind. You know, and that's why I try to tell people, like, you know, maybe one or two punches that'll stop the bully from messing with you. Because here's another thing, right? You know, and this goes more to girls, you know, because ladies, you guys like to do this a lot. You like to grab another female by the hair and slam them on the ground. Don't do that. The back of your head is very sensitive, and you hit a person enough times in the head, that'll cause brain damage, and it also leads up to the brain being swollen and somebody dying. And that's why I try to tell people, listen, man, if you deal with a bully and you've done all the proper things to avoid this problem, spoke to the proper people, when you get into a fight, within the first to the second blow that you hit this bully, if you hit him in the nose, it might stop him altogether. But if you have to hit him a couple, maybe one or two more times, the moment you see a bully in a ball, crying, or anything, just stop. Stop. Remember, you're not a bully yourself. You're just trying to defend yourself. If he's no longer attacking or she's no longer attacking, there's no reason to defend yourself the more you did your job. Pick up your bag and go and walk away. Now, I want to address the bullies. Let me tell you something to a person that's a bully. I don't know what's causing you to be a bully. Could be a number of things. Maybe you don't like yourself. Maybe you hate the world. You hate yourself. Maybe you hate the life that you live. But here's the situation, okay? You guys could change your life. You might not be able to change your parents. You might not be able to change certain things around you. But if you continue with school and talking to the right people, you could change yourself. And instead of being a bully, you could release that tension that's inside of you. You know, that's making you think or act the way you do. You know, because I know that bullies could be bad, but I also believe that something's wrong with them. You know, there's something that's bothering them, and that's why they need to release this aggression. You know, and I feel that instead of using these and abusing somebody and bullying somebody, it's best for you to go and talk to your guidance counselor. Let them know what's going on, why you feel the way you feel. Talk to your parents. Hey, listen, man, mom and dad. Because that's another thing about you young kids. Yo, make sure you talk to your parents. I don't care how busy your mom and dad is. Fuck that. If they're busy, the hell with that. You let them know, listen, man, I need to talk to you. I got something going on in my life and I need to talk to you. I need your advice. Your mom and dad will stop. And if they don't stop to listen, then you go find the guidance counselor and tell somebody. All right, or find a relative that gives a shit. You know, a grandmother, grandfather, uncle, an aunt, a brother or sister. You get what I'm saying? Um, because I believe that even though that you guys are bullies, but there could be a way to help you guys, to redeem you guys, to make you better people. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like you're hurting inside and something's bothering you, but whatever that is, you need to let it out. But don't let it out by abusing another person. Because imagine how you feel from either your mom and your dad kicking your ass or somebody abusing you wherever it is happening. Why would you want to inflict that same pain to somebody else? Why would you want to make somebody else feel the way that you feel? You know what I'm saying? That's not right. That's not how you do it. Um, so that's that. But here's the situation I'm gonna tell you to tell bullies is this. Listen, man. At the end of the day, you know, you guys pick on those that you think are inferior to you, right? Little do you know, you don't know who you're messing with. You see what I'm saying? And here's where the problem could occur to you, okay? You don't know if that person you're bullying, he might not like to fight, she might not like to fight, but he or she or they might have a brother and sister that loves to fight. Or they have an uncle, an aunt, a mother or father that are in gangs that got no problem stomping you to the ground, or even somebody, your mother and your father, or maybe somebody like your mother, your father, your brother. You don't know who this person's family is, so you're risking your life and the ones that you love because you feel that I could abuse this person. You see what I'm saying? And you don't know what this person, who this person is backed up by. You know, you don't even know if this person will snap and come to school with a knife, a bat, or a gun and do bodily harm to you. You know, you don't know none of this. You're assuming that you could continue to pick on this person. It's like having a dog. You could beat on that dog all you want. Eventually, one day, that dog is gonna snap, and when that dog snaps, he's gonna hurt you. He's gonna hurt you bad. Everybody has a boiling point. Everybody has a moment when enough is enough. And here's the problem: people that have taken shit for so long and have never been able to express it to somebody. So the day that they explode and they get mad, and they're not gonna think, they're gonna hit you with whatever, they're gonna attack you with whatever, because you're putting an animal in a corner. It's like putting an animal in a corner. The animal don't want no problem. The animal just wants to keep on walking, minding his own business. But here you go, putting it in a corner, poking it. What the animal's gonna get sick and tired, and the animal's just gonna jump, leech on you, and that's it. You're done. And now you went from being the big bad bully to being a pussy because the animal just bit the shit out of you. See what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna happen to you. You keep on fucking with people. Somebody's gonna whoop your ass because they're tired of it. And here's the situation. You know, in my era, a bully could fuck around and talk shit and get an ass whooping, and then that'll be it. And for most of, listen, in my era, a bully will think he's tough, get into a fight with a person that he thought he could be, and then that bully and that person becomes best friend. Want to know why? Because the bully recognized that this person could give him a fight. This person was not gonna back down, and he or she respected that, and they become friends, and they become friends for life. That was in my era. In your era, guys, it's not the same. In your era, you guys pull out guns. You guys shoot each other. Kill each other. And you know what the crazy thing is about it? I know that you guys don't mean it. You know, I know you guys don't mean it. You know, maybe every once in a while one of you guys mean it and really want to kill somebody because I'm tough. But for the majority part, you guys don't mean it, man. And I know that you feel sorry afterwards. But then at that time, it's already too late to be sorry. Now you're going to go to jail. And somebody in jail is going to try to rape you. because you're young. You know, some states in the United States, you go to jail at 15, 14 with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, those some of those big dogs in jail are rapists, and they're just waiting to rape you. You know, so now you kill somebody because you thought you was tough in the street, and then you go to jail, become somebody's bitch. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the problems that you creating for yourself. You know, my mother taught me something when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to like to fight a lot, and I was good at fighting too. But my mother taught me something. My mother said to me, "Listen, you need to be able to carry two bags when you go into a fight." She said, "Carry a bag to hit people and carry a bag to get hit. Don't think that you're gonna go into a fight and beat everybody's ass. You know, because eventually somebody's gonna test you, and either you're gonna come to you either gonna beat them, gonna come to a draw, or you're gonna lose. It's as simple as that. So bullies, you need to have two bags. Yeah, you might have your bag to hit, but you better have a bag to when you get hit. What you gonna do? You know, I know I don't promote violence. I want you guys to understand that. I don't promote violence at all. I don't like seeing violence. You know, I don't like hearing or seeing youth die. You know, I don't like that. I don't like seeing that because the youth, you guys are our future, man. You guys are special. You guys will break barriers that in our we the older cats couldn't break in our generation. It's that, but we tried hard to break them, but it was kind of hard. But we paved the way for you guys to see you guys stumble and deal with crazy shit like bullying or killing each other or being bullied. It hurts. It hurts real people that really care. You know, I'm speaking to you guys from my heart, from the bottom of my heart. I'm speaking to you guys as a person. I'm a parent. You know, I'm not I'm not trying to be like I know it all. I'm only speaking through experience that you know you have to you have to you got to understand that we feel for you. You know, and so that's what you guys don't understand. When we see death of young people, yo, it hurts. It hurts a lot. You know, and makes us sit down and really rethink life and scratch our heads and be like, man, I can't believe that happened to that child, or those children. You know, like it hurts. And when I see so much horrible pain, you know, I feel for the mothers and fathers. I feel for the parents. I feel for them because it's a crushing blow, man. One that is really hard to recover from as a parent. You know, I think that's the hardest thing in the world, to see your child in pain. Listen, it's hard enough that when one of our kids are sick, it hurts us. It hurts us deep to see one of our kids sick, especially when they're really, really sick. And they're crying, they're hurting, and we're doing everything in our power to make them better. It hurts. It hurts to see them sick. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it brings a tear to your eye because you're trying to do everything you can to comfort that child, you know, and you don't want nothing to happen to that child. Imagine the pain that we feel when we lose a child. You know, it's unimaginable. You know, and true story. When I was a kid, I remember a young man that I knew. He got killed over some shit. I don't really want to get into the details of that, but he got killed. And I went to the wake, and I remember, and I'll never in my life forget this, to the point that traumatized me, and always stood with me, you know. And at the wake, the mother started crying. It was the most horrible cry I've ever heard. It was such a cry that when she cried, it went right through my body. It's like it impacted me, it hit me in my chest, it went right through it. Like I felt it deep inside my heart, and it went right through my body. It was the most horrendous thing that I ever heard. And she was in so much pain that she had lost her child, that she was broken. No parent really recovers from the death of a child. You know, and these are the things that happen when bullies do things to kids, or people that have been bullied retaliate. You know, because some kids would just fight off a bully. Some kids will learn from just being from getting their ass kicked because they messed with somebody that they thought they could bully. But some kids are not strong enough to fight back, and instead they resort to other things. You know, and that's the other thing, bullies. You guys don't understand. You don't understand the mental of a person. You don't know who you're messing with. You don't know if that person has a bipolar disorder. You don't know if that person just don't give a fuck. Period. You don't know what you're getting when you start in trouble with people. You know, I say this to my kids all the time. It's something that I teach my kids. Don't go around talking shit to people just to talk shit. Don't try to act tough with people, because at the end of the day, you might think that you're big and bad, and you might say to yourself, "Oh, I could whoop this motherfucker's ass." Here's the problem with that. You don't know who that person's family is, so you don't know what could come behind that for starting with them, and you don't know if that person already carries a gun on them and have no problems pulling it out and shooting you, or coming back later and shooting you, or trying to shoot at you and might miss you, might hit your little brother, might hit your one of your family members, or even somebody else that has nothing to do with that problem, just because you were opening your mouth and being an asshole and being a bully. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you a story. When I was a kid, right, I was in Puerto Rico, let me say it correctly, and I remember my little brother was in an elementary school, okay, and my middle school was just maybe a block away. And in the island in Puerto Rico, for lunchtime we get to go out. You know, we go outside. It's not like here. Here we eat lunch and we could just go right maybe to the front of the school majority of the time. Over there we could just leave. Instead, if you don't want to eat the lunch in school, you could go around the corner to like a block away and go get food at the stores. And I remember the day before, my brother told me, "Hey man, there's this dude in school that he keeps on messing with me, always trying to hit me." And alright. Now, in those days, I was about fighting. Give me 1 second. Let me get some of this water real quick. I need some water. My mouth is dry. It's been almost a 50-minute video. So my brother came and told me at home. In those days, I used to love to fight. I didn't give a shit who you was. I'm ready to fight you. I just want to test my skills. That's how I was, you know. So my brother told me. I said, "So this kid is bullying you?" He said, "Yeah, man, this kid is bullying me, keep on messing with me. I told him to leave me alone. I told him to get my brother." He said, "Go get your punk ass brother. I don't give a shit." I said, "Alright, tomorrow for lunch, I will be at your school and I'll handle him." Okay, cool, bam. I'm ready. My mentality, I'm like, I cannot wait to beat this dude's ass. So I go to my first 2 periods, bam, 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 and I get out, bam. Some of my friends knew something was wrong because I was hyper that day. Like, "Yo, what's going on?" I said, "I'm going to fuck this dude up for messing with my brother. I'm going to go to that school and beat him." Now, mind you, listen, I was in middle school, I was in 5th grade, all right? Here's the situation. The person that was messing with my brother, he had stood back a couple times. He should have been in my grade, but he was just one of them kids that didn't do well in school, so he stood back twice. So he was older than my brother. He was about my age, but he was still in my little brother's school. So I went up to the school boom. I said to him, I remember I came around the corner, and my little brother, I seen him in the corner. I said to my little brother, I said, "Yo, which one of these dudes is the one that's messing with you?" My little brother said, "That one right there." I said, "Alright, cool, thank you." Boom. I walked up to the dude. I said, "Yo, dude, you messing with my little brother?" He said, "That's my little brother. You talking shit?" He said, "What?" He tried to get tough, right? I beat the living shit out that dude. I fucked that dude up. I whooped his ass. Okay? I marked his ass. I give him a black and blue. I split his lip open. I whooped his ass. Okay? So, motherfucker didn't learn from the ass whooping I gave him. So I guess he kept on talking shit to my brother. Now he wasn't bullying my brother anymore. But he kept on running his mouth like, "Oh yeah, if your brother comes around here, I'm gonna fuck him up." Boom. All right, cool. I came back the next fucking day. I walked up to him. I said, "Dude, you talking shit again?" What? And he thought he was tough. Now, granted, the dude had heart. He was one of these bullies at least that had heart and was ready to go for his. So I gave him that. But he was running his mouth, fucking with my brother again. I beat his ass the second time again. His ass got whooped. Now check this out, right? I go back to my school. The cops come and get me, right? And then bring me back to. They put me in the car and then bring me to my brother's little elementary school. So the kid's mom came to the school and said, "Oh, that." They said to the kid's mom said to me in front of the teacher, said, "Hey, this kid is in middle school. He's coming over here beating elementary school kids." I went and said to the mom like this, okay? Because I was never scared. I've been a person. One thing you're gonna learn real quick about me is I keep shit real. I tell you how it is. I don't think I'm a tough guy. I don't like to be fucked with. Don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. I like to be peaceful. And I like to be nice. But I speak my mind. My mother taught me that from a young age. Speak your mind. Always speak your mind. Whether they like it or not, say what you gotta say. Don't be disrespectful, but say what you gotta say. I said to this lady, "Okay, you don't want me to whoop your son's ass no more? Cool. Tell your son to leave my brother alone. My brother's younger than him, and he's beating on my son, on my brother. And if your son puts his hands on my brother again, I will come right back to the school and I will whoop his ass again. And I don't care what you say. And if you think that because you came down here, I don't have a mother, I could go get my mother too. And if you really want to get funny with it, I got family too. So I suggest you tell your son to leave my brother alone, because I'm not scared and I will whoop his ass again. And I'm not worried about no cops. I'm not worried about this teacher. I'm not worried about this principal. And I'm not worried about you. But I guarantee you, he will stop messing with my brother." Boom. After that, I didn't have to bring my mother. I didn't have to bring my father. Well, I didn't have a father at the time, sorry. I didn't have to bring my mother. I didn't have to go get my aunts or my uncles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do none of that. But myself, I took care of the situation. Okay? Now, that dude never messed with my mother, with my brother again. Ever. Ever mess with my brother again. You see what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm trying to tell you bullies. Maybe that you might be 2 or 3 grades higher than that person you're bullying. Okay? And maybe he might not want to step up. My point has been made. You don't know who that kid has. You don't know that maybe his uncle is maybe just 3 years older than him. See what I'm saying? Maybe his family is related, has ties with gangs, or whatever else. Or maybe he just has a brother or a sister that just ain't scared and will come to the school and whoop your ass. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know, so you're bullying people and not knowing what the fuck who you're messing with. And you're thinking in your mind you're just messing with that person. I don't think so. That person is not by themselves. Okay? And I'm gonna give you newsflash, bullies. All those little cheerleaders you got in the background, okay, trying to, act like they got your back and they're with you. Push come to shove, they're pussies. Okay? And let me tell you something like this. If that person comes over with brothers, sisters, mother, father, uncle, or any type of reinforcement, I guarantee you little cheerleaders are going to back away like little pussies and run away. Okay? You're talking to a person, and anybody that's my age, anybody that's ever been in a conflict, you guys know that what I'm saying is true. You've been there. You've seen it firsthand. So to you young kids, I'm telling you the same thing. Dude, be careful. Stop the bullying. At the end of the day, this is what I want to leave you guys with. I'm not promoting violence, okay? Whether it's bullying or being bullied, whether chastising people or being just innocent bystander and not doing nothing about it. I'm not promoting violence. But at the end of the day, if the person is being bullied cannot find the proper way of helping themselves and getting you to stop, when that person retaliates, don't cry afterwards. Guys, it's 2017. So many people, soldiers out in the world, fighting to keep this country free, protected from those that want to do harm. We as people could come together and be great. If they could do it in wars where life and death matters, why can't we do it in society? There's no need for us to fight amongst each other. We're actually greater when we're united. Doesn't matter color. Doesn't matter race, man. None of that shit matters, guys. You know, that's the problem. I don't give a shit if you're gay. I don't care if you're a lesbian. I don't give a shit what color you are, what race you are, where you come from. We as people could unite. We as people could be great. You guys are our youth. You guys are our future. You know, stick together. Show love and kindness to one another. And in return of you showing love and kindness, people will show the same to you. Let's get along, people. And I'm sorry this video was a long video, but I needed to say this because, you know, I feel like there's just so much going on in the world that we sometimes take for granted. And we that have voices that could actually say something, we don't say nothing. And all we do is just sit around and become innocent bystanders ourselves. We become bystanders. We don't even speak up and try to help those that need help, you know. But that's enough about that subject. I just wanted to just make sure I send this message out to all you young people out there, or to anybody that's being bullied, whether you're a boy, girl, gay, lesbian. It don't matter. You can stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust me, life gets better. It might not seem like it doesn't get better. Trust me. Believe me. Believe people that are older than you that have been through this already. It gets better. We made it this far, so it has to get better. There's never no need for you to take your life. There's never no need for you to go out there and go kill somebody. There's always people willing to listen. And at the end of the day, if no one wants to listen and help you, you jot down every day that you spoke to people, date, time, and what they were wearing so they could remember that you spoke to them. And go ahead. And if that doesn't work, then you handle it yourself. But be responsible in how you handle it. Don't go overboard. Just enough to defend yourself and walk away. To all you people that could help, you help out people. Because let me tell you something. Whether you're an adult, whether you're a teacher, guidance counselor, vice principal, or a student, it is your job to intervene and deflate the problem. Do not let it escalate. I just hope and pray that my message gets out to you guys and that it helps anybody that's out there that's going through a similar problem. Whether it's being bullied or whether you're a bully. Whatever is affecting you, may my words help you, give you wisdom, and make you a better person and change your ways. And instead of being hostile, have peace and harmony. Have kindness in your heart and love to care for others instead of harming others. Guys, if you stood to the end of this video, thank you from the bottom of my heart for clicking on my channel. If you enjoy the content, please hit that like and subscribe button. There's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Hit that bell as well, because that'll alert you anytime that I am doing I'll make a video. Also, if you want to tweet at me, I am at Taino_Spartan. I will put the link. I will put it in the description. You could tweet at me. I'll answer there, or you could just leave me comments and I'll answer back to you. Let's try to get at least 25 likes. You know, help me grow this channel. You know, so it's not to make money, but it's just so this message could get out there to more people. Because I believe that people need to hear this and understand that there's people actually out there that care for them. You know, this is a serious matter in America, and it's something that needs to be addressed. I'll be back to doing vlogs on video games tomorrow. I'll talk about some video games and stuff like that, because I got some stuff that I want to talk about. I'm still playing that Final Fantasy, so I'm real tied up with that. I will be talking about that real soon. But other than that, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. I mean it. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I care for the youth. You know, I care for people. I believe that we came to this world to be great. We don't need to destroy each other. We need to come together and let our greatness flow, shine. Let people see how great we could be. This has been your boy Dino Spartan. Love and peace to you guys. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for listening to this stuff. You already know what it is. This is your man. I will see you guys in my next video. This is your boy Dino Spartan signing off. Peace.